BTS enjoy traditional German cuisine in Munich, leaving restaurant guests amazed. Munich's charming evening atmosphere became the setting for a heartwarming and unforgettable moment after BTS were reportedly seen enjoying a relaxed dinner at a traditional German restaurant in the heart of the city. The seven members, known around the world for their electrifying performances, emotional music, and extraordinary connection with ARMY, appeared to trade stadium lights for warm lanterns, historic architecture, and a table filled with classic Bavarian dishes. What began as an ordinary evening for local diners quickly turned into a memory they would likely never forget, as whispers spread quietly through the restaurant that the global superstars had arrived for dinner. According to the imagined scene that quickly captured fans' attention, BTS chose a cozy outdoor table surrounded by old European buildings, glowing windows, cobblestone streets, and the unmistakable silhouette of Munich's historic skyline. The mood was intimate rather than extravagant. There were no flashing cameras, no red carpet, and no dramatic announcement. Instead, the members were pictured sitting together around a wooden table, smiling warmly as they sampled German food, shared stories, and enjoyed the peaceful evening atmosphere. The restaurant's golden lights reflected softly on the glasses and plates in front of them, creating a scene that felt less like a celebrity appearance and more like a group of close friends taking a quiet break during a busy international schedule. For many guests inside the restaurant, the first reaction was disbelief. Some people reportedly noticed the group gradually, recognizing familiar faces only after taking a second look. Others were drawn in by the respectful security presence and the subtle movement of staff members who appeared eager to make the evening comfortable without disrupting the peaceful atmosphere. The surprise was understandable. BTS have spent years performing in massive arenas and appearing at global events, where their presence often creates an immediate wave of excitement. Seeing them in such a relaxed setting, enjoying dinner in Munich like ordinary travelers, was a striking contrast to the high-energy image many people associate with their world tours. The restaurant itself seemed perfectly suited to the occasion. Traditional German restaurants are often known for their warm wooden interiors, historic details, generous plates, and welcoming atmosphere. In Munich, food is not simply a meal, it is part of the city's identity. Bavarian cuisine carries stories of family gatherings, local festivals, regional ingredients, and traditions passed down through generations. For BTS, whose journey has taken them from Seoul to stages across the world, experiencing that side of Munich would have offered a meaningful way to connect with the city beyond the concert venue. The table reportedly featured a selection of classic German dishes, including warm bread, cheese, pastries, roasted meats, seasonal vegetables, and beautifully prepared desserts. The members appeared curious and open to trying different flavors, with several moments of laughter as they shared plates and reacted to the unfamiliar yet comforting dishes. A basket of fresh bread sat near the center of the table, while small plates of cheese and fruit added color to the warm, rustic setting. The food looked rich and inviting, but it was the relaxed energy between the members that captured the attention of onlookers. RM, often admired for his calm leadership and thoughtful personality, appeared to be enjoying the atmosphere with a gentle smile. Fans imagined him taking in the historic surroundings, perhaps appreciating the architecture and cultural details that make Munich one of Germany's most recognizable cities. Known for his interest in art, literature, and travel, RM has often shown a deep appreciation for places that hold history. A traditional Bavarian restaurant surrounded by centuries-old buildings would have been a fitting setting for a quiet evening of conversation and reflection. Jean, whose humor and warm presence often bring laughter to the group, seemed perfectly at home in the cheerful dining atmosphere. Guests nearby may have noticed his bright expression as dishes arrived at the table, while fans online immediately imagined him making playful comments about the generous portions. German cuisine is known for hearty meals, and the thought of Jean reacting to a large plate of traditional food quickly became one of the most charming parts of the story. Whether he was sharing jokes with the staff, encouraging the members to try a new dish, or simply enjoying the moment, his presence would have made the table feel even more lively. Suga, known for his quiet but observant nature, appeared relaxed as he enjoyed the evening beside the other members. While the city outside continued its usual rhythm, the group's table seemed to become a small private world of its own. The calm setting may have offered a welcome contrast to the intensity of rehearsals, travel, media schedules, and the pressure that comes with preparing for major performances. For an artist who has spoken openly through music about ambition, exhaustion, dreams, and the complicated emotions behind success, a simple dinner in Munich could represent something quietly meaningful, a chance to slow down and enjoy the present. J-Hope brought his familiar bright energy to the evening, smiling warmly as he joined in the shared meal. His positive spirit has long been one of BTS's most recognizable qualities, and fans could easily imagine him making the restaurant staff laugh with his friendly reactions to the food and the setting. The glow of the lanterns, the elegant windows behind the table, and the soft evening air created a scene that seemed to match his warm personality. Even in a quiet restaurant, J-Hope's presence would have brought a sense of sunshine to the group. Jimin, known for his gentle charm and graceful manner, was said to have caught the attention of diners with his soft smile and relaxed expression. Fans often admire how naturally he connects with people, whether on stage, in interviews, or during casual moments with the members. In Munich, that warmth seemed to translate into an evening filled with easy conversation and shared laughter. The restaurant guests were reportedly impressed not only by the members' appearance but also by their polite behavior. Rather than turning the evening into a spectacle, BTS appeared focused on enjoying their meal and respecting the space around them. V, whose artistic style and unique presence have made him one of the most captivating figures in modern pop culture, looked especially at ease in the old world setting. The combination of historic architecture, warm lights, and a quiet European evening seemed almost cinematic around him. Fans quickly described the imagined moment as something out of a film, V sitting at a wooden table in Munich, surrounded by vintage buildings and glowing lamps, enjoying a peaceful meal with the people who had shared so much of his journey. His love for music, photography, fashion, and artistic spaces has often made fans curious about the places that inspire him, and Munich's rich cultural atmosphere would have offered plenty to admire. Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, also appeared to be enjoying the restaurant's welcoming atmosphere. Known for his energetic performances and powerful vocals, he looked relaxed away from the stage, smiling as he shared food and conversation with the older members. Fans have always loved seeing the contrast between Jungkook's intense stage presence and his more casual, playful personality in everyday moments. At the restaurant, that softer side seemed to shine. He appeared comfortable, curious about the dishes in front of him, and happy to be part of a simple evening with the group. As the story spread among diners, many chose to respect the members' privacy. A few people reportedly exchanged quiet glances, while others discreetly sent messages to friends, unable to believe that BTS were sitting only a few tables away. The mood was one of excitement, but also admiration. Rather than rushing toward the table, many guests appeared to understand that the members deserved a peaceful meal. This quiet respect became one of the most touching aspects of the moment. It showed how BTS's presence can inspire joy without necessarily creating chaos, especially when fans and observers choose to protect the artist's personal space. Restaurant staff were also said to have been surprised by how down-to-earth the group appeared. Despite their global fame, BTS reportedly treated the staff with kindness and gratitude. The members' polite gestures, warm smiles, and relaxed attitude left a lasting impression on those working that evening. For the employees, serving a group known by millions around the world must have been an unforgettable experience. Yet the memory that stood out was not simply that BTS had visited, but that they brought a respectful and friendly energy into the restaurant. The dinner quickly became a topic of conversation across social media, with fans sharing